How do I stop my partner from snoring? Hi, everyone. I've got Dr. Mariola Prokop, the Healthy Smile Doctor from Braceless Choice practice in Ringwood in Victoria. Hi, Mariola. How are you going?
I'm well, thank you. And yourself, Angus?
Very good, thank you. Now, I just have to ask right at the outset, is this a question that you hear where it's someone rings up in desperation and says, oh my goodness, please help me, I'm about to go crazy. How do I stop my partner from snoring?
Yes, very good question, actually, because snoring affects the partners even more than the person who snores. So absolutely, very often wives are calling for their husbands what can be done. So yes.
I'm not letting my wife on camera. No, apparently I don't snore, which is good. So how common a problem is it?
It's actually quite common recently. It's like the research shows that around 40% of men and 24.5% of women are habitual snorers.
What causes people to snore?
The snoring it's a symptom of partially obstructed airways, that it's still air going into the lungs, but not fully and freely like we would like to have it. So mainly it's problem with the blocked nose, which could be like some sort of overgrowth inside the nose. It could be allergies which blocking the passages. Even with adults, we have sometimes enlarged tonsils and adenoids, similar like with kids. And then with adults, it's even more prominent than in kids. The facial and jaw development. I see in my practice that actually everyone who comes to me as an adult with snoring or later on with sleep apnea, they have some degree of underdeveloped jaws, because this causing that problem with the airways.
What are the symptoms that you see? I mean, obviously snoring's a bit annoying for the partner, but what about other sort of, symptoms and impact on people's lives?
We have like two types of snoring. We have like primary snoring, which is without sleep apnea. It means a very serious condition, but it still firstly disturbs the partner from sleep, but also disturbs that person who actually snores. But I would say the biggest problem here is it is the possibility of stroke, because what's happening when we snore, especially the heavy snoring with the vibration, which goes from the airways to the carotid arteries going from the body to the head and then the brain, there are some like plaque buildups in them. And if that vibration is so strong, it may actually release that buildup, the plaque. And that plaque will block the arteries going to the brain, and that's how causing the stroke. So exactly, just normal snoring, someone would say, it can cause a lot of problems. Another issue is the other type of snoring, which is actually like a symptom of sleep apnea, which is really health detrimental disease, which can lead to high blood pressure, heart problems, obesity, type 2 diabetes, even depression, and actually the worst thing with sleep apnea, which is snoring is one of the symptoms of it, it's motor vehicle accidents. These days, it's actually research shows that a lot of people driving the cars or industrial machines under the, not influence, but almost it feels like under influence on alcohol.
Our body is created so that we get a good dose of oxygen. That's essential to living. And what the snoring is showing is that oxygenation is actually quite a bit lower than it should be. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. Like I said from the beginning, it's actually obstruction in the airways. So that obstruction can be mild, but it can be also very severe.
So what can be done about snoring? I know we could probably spend hours discussing this, but in simple terms, what can be done?
Yes, there are some ways. So let's say the easiest, the simplest way is actually like changing behavior, because I haven't mentioned that in adults, alcohol, consumption of alcohol has a big influence on snoring. So we should actually avoid drinking just like few hours prior is sleeping.
Okay.
Smoking, it's a big issue as well, because it's actually irritating the airways, upper airways. So that's a more behavioral changes, the position, how you sleep, it affects enormously the snoring as well. So it's more recommended now not to sleep on a back, it's more to sleep on a side.
Okay.
Another option is actually a little bit more intervention. If the previous ones, what I mentioned, by not giving you much resolution, we have, as a dentist, we have the appliances which can actually help to open the airways and make the better flow of the air by moving the lower jaw more forward. So it's called MAS, it's a mandibular advancement splint, and we have, I can show you just a few examples. So one is something like that, which moves actually lower jaw forward, and it's called the Somnodent.
Okay.
Another one, it could be something looks like this, and it has the special part to breathe as well. So it's an Oventus product, but there are lots of other products, but those are what I wanted to say, they actually custom made. Because there are other in a chemist which one size fits all, unfortunately that's not the treatment. So those are custom made by, or you have to visit the dentist and then we create for you a special appliance.
So I guess the long and short of it is something can be done, and frankly, based on this, the you know, the impact of this, something has to be done because the potential is pretty horrible. And I guess if people want to find out more, what's the next step?
Then I would suggest to see our website, bracelesschoice.com.au. We have the part for adults. We also treat the kids. So with children, we can treat the problem. With adults, we manage the problem.
Okay.
But that's a part of our website dedicated purely to adults with the snoring or sleep apnea problem.
Fantastic. Look, Mariella, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.